This is problem 8-108. Graph y is greater than or equal to the absolute value of x plus 2 minus 3, and y is less than or equal to 2 on the same set of axes. So I'm going to start with the absolute value problem. We know that it's kind of the same format as all the parent functions. So it's x minus h and then plus k. So it's the opposite of this number, moves it left and right, and then this number moves it up and down. So the opposite of 2 would be negative 2, so it's going to be left 2, and then minus 3 moves down 3. So here's the vertex of our absolute value graph. So I'm just going to go up 1 over 1 from there. Probably good. Other direction. Okay, so now let's figure out how am I going to connect the points. And because it's an equal to underneath this inequality, that means it can be a straight line, a solid line. So I'm going to connect them there and then put arrows on the ends. As best I can here, you should use a ruler or something. Okay, so now we're going to draw, oh my gosh, sorry. We're going to draw the other graph, and then I'll come back and shade where you're supposed to shade. So the other one, y is less than or equal to 2, that's just y is constantly at 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All these things. And again, since it's an equal to under this inequality, it's just going to be a solid line straight across when y is worth 2. Okay? So now let's go back and figure out the shading. So in this first one, in the absolute value, y is greater than or equal to. So greater than typically means it's going to be above. So that would be this way on the inside of this absolute value. Just doing this so you can see where it's going to cross over. Or you can plug in a point. So we can plug in the point 0, 0. A point that's not on the line. So I'm going to plug 0 in for x and 0 in for y. And so we have 0 is greater than or equal to absolute value of 0 plus 2 and minus 3. And if that's true, then we're going to shade in that place where 0, 0 was. So 0 greater than or equal to, this is a 2 minus 3, which gives me a negative 1. That is true. So I'm going to shade where 0, 0 is, which is right here. So we shaded that region. Okay. For the other one, y is less than or equal to 2. So less than typically means you shade underneath it. Perfect there. Or you can plug in a point, and this time if we plug in 0, 0, we're only really plugging in the y coordinate because there's only a y in this. So 0 less than or equal to 2, yes. So I'm going to shade where 0, 0 was, and that was this underneath area. So the real area that the solution is inside kind of this triangle. Okay? It's not just the two different colors making it look pretty, it's actually where do they cross? That's the real solution. So make sure that you can tell where your solution is and not just leave it all pretty like that. So all of those ordered pairs in there would make both of those inequalities true.